Hello and welcome to another episode of Talks with Kalpana. Today we have our distinguished guest with us, Purushothama Shenoy, also known as Puru. He is the EPIC Field Chief Technology Officer for the IBM Ecosystem and IBM Technologies. So, Puru, it's an honor to have you with us today.
Thank you, Kalpana, for having me. Pleasure being here and looking forward for our conversations.
So let's dive right in. And can you share some highlights and key learnings from your professional journey and how they have shaped your vision for future?
Sure. I have joined IBM in 2002. It's been 22 years in IBM. Started my career in IBM Consulting. Earlier, it is called Global Business Services. Worked with the clients across the globe in terms of helping solve their business problems. And then I moved to Singapore in 2011 to become part of IBM Technology Group, where we help our clients on their digital transformation using IBM technology. So throughout last 22 years, I have been working with the clients and helping them on their respective transformation journey. And some of the lessons learned from my perspective is, first thing, when you start a career, I think it's important to make the right career path, whether you want to be in a technical role or you want to be in a project management role or you want to be in a system integration architect role or different career paths within IBM. So I chose to be part of the technical career path in IBM. So I think one of the first lessons learned is making that right decision on your career path and don't get into peer pressure early in your career. I think that's point number one. Second is be relevant to your company and be relevant to the market. I think that's an important element of my career, which means upskilling has a significant role in each and every one of our career. So learning technologies as we embrace new transformation across the board. I think learning is one of the key aspect of my lessons learned. And the third is, I think, having the right mentor is super important because as you go through your career journey, I think you will have to look up to different mentors who can provide different inputs throughout your career. I think even I'm pursuing a technical career, you might want to embrace some of the leadership skills. So you might have to have right mentors, I would say, more than one, who will help shape your career throughout a decade or so. Depends on how you want to build your career. And last one is having the growth mindset. I think this is need of the hour. Having growth mindset in the current scheme of things are really, really important because looking at problems versus looking at solution, I think that's an important element of. So in case of growth mindset, I think we should look for solutions than looking at problems on everything what we do. I think that played a significant role in my career. And I encourage everyone who is watching this to have that growth mindset and look at things differently than just looking at from just problems. I think there are opportunities, and embracing growth mindset is one of my favorite in my entire 22 years of career in IT industry.
I totally agree with you, Puru. And, as you mentioned, you rightly mentioned that, as far as learning is concerned, it's all about learning, unlearning, and relearning. And, in this kind of a macro global economic scenario with a lot of disruptions happening, having a growth mindset is really important. Yeah, absolutely. I mean, totally agree with you. So what are the key technology trends currently shaping the IT landscape, and how do you see these evolving over the last few years?
I think, you have been talking to several leaders, I guess, in last 18 months. I think artificial intelligence is one of the technology which is really giving value to our clients and partners, right? and second is hybrid cloud, and third is quantum. So from IBM standpoint, or if I look at the overall technology landscape, I would look at AI, hybrid cloud, and quantum are going to shape the future of IT in coming years. So in terms of AI, I think we have heard a lot of hype about generative AI in last 18 months, but IBM has been working in AI for several decades. And we have been leader in AI when we started, Jeopardy and other like Debater is another example where IBM has been demonstrating our AI capabilities to the world. Now, fast forward 2024 or 2023, when we launched Watson X, which is our generative AI platform. And when we launched this platform, we looked at enterprise level AI platform. So we call AI for business. I think there is a different requirement for embracing AI and accelerating AI journey for enterprises versus consumers. So IBM is into helping clients on enterprise scale. And when we launched, we looked at all the three elements of AI, which is data, AI, and governance. I think all three are very important for any enterprise client's AI journey. And when we launched three capabilities together so that clients can not only do the pilots to see the value of AI, but also they can operationalize the AI and deliver concrete business outcomes. So what's the next data, which is where we look at the data required to drive AI. I think we call there is no AI without information architecture. I think data becomes an extremely important part of AI. Second is AI itself. How do we build the AI application using the platform? And it's important to differentiate that it's not only the Gen AI, but also it's a combination of traditional AI and Gen AI, which is going to give value to our clients. I think it's an important to recognize this part to all the viewers that it's not one or the other. It's actually combination of these two is going to give value to our clients. And the third is very, very important for highly regulated industries, which is the governance piece, right? I think if I look at globally, people are recognizing the risk associated with AI, right? And how do we look at AI governance in a holistic manner to address some of the regulatory requirement? And if you have heard, few months back, European Union AI Act was approved, and every organization in Europe will have to comply to this European Union AI Act, right? So governance plays a very significant role, and the users or the consumers of the AI in enterprise space need to know how these decisions are made and whether the decision can be trusted and how transparent the outcomes are. So I think AI is one area which is going to give a lot of value to our clients and partners. And I think it's important to look at holistically. Second is hybrid cloud. I think we have heard that hybrid and multi-cloud is the way for our enterprise client to accelerate their digital transformation. With acquisition of Red Hat, IBM has really provided an open hybrid cloud platform for our clients where they can choose any hyperscaler or on-premise in a multi-hybrid cloud manner and deploy their applications and get a business value, right? That's two. And quantum, we have been working for last few years, and we have seen the acceleration in terms of the progress we are making. And we have published a 10-year roadmap in terms of how quantum is going to evolve and how it's going to solve specific business problems for our clients. So I would say these three are going to play a significant role for our technology industry in next 2 to 3 years.
Yeah, sure. So when we say technology and we talk about quantum computing, we talk about Gen AI, and while you were talking in length about AI, the older days, what kind of impact Gen AI has made on the technologies like Watson, which were there pretty much there before the era of Gen AI?
Yeah. So let me talk about the three use cases which will help our clients. When we talked about this Gen AI platform, in this case, Watson X, we looked at three use cases primarily to start with. So the first one is providing exceptional customer service. So how can we provide a conversational AI-based customer experience platform across different industries? Number two is how can we help the HR and operational professionals to do their mundane task and offload it to an AI-based system and improve the productivity of the employees and the operations team, right? And the third is improving the productivity of the developers. So how can AI help to improve the productivity by enabling the code to be written much more faster and better? And then all of these, there is human in the loop, right? So we believe in human-centric AI. So AI will help us do our task better and faster. But I think the human centricity is the key when we talk about entire Gen AI for our clients and partners.
Yeah. So how we can protect that human centricity? Because there is a lot of debates happening around, and it's not just debates. Now people can see that lot of jobs have been taken away by AI, especially wherein to improve the operational efficiency, and wherein there was repetitive nature of jobs being done earlier by humans. So what are your thoughts on this?
Yeah, so I think from IBM perspective, when we look at, we believe in the three AI principle. One is, it is human-centric AI, which means we are augmenting the human intelligence, not replacing, the human, because it's an important ingredient as part of our AI principle. Second is that the data and insight belongs to the creator, which means that if clients are training our models, the insight and the model outcomes belongs to them. And third is trust and transparency in every decision made by the AI. So I think these are the three fundamental AI principles. And within IBM, we have a AI ethics body, which looks at how AI is going to be infused in IBM product and what are the governance which needs to be included as part of the overall process. So for us, it's actually we want to help the human to do their job better and they can focus on high value tasks. For example, HR professionals can focus on interacting with the employees, give them better details on benefits and other things, as opposed to doing the mundane tasks. So the idea is the AI will help you to do your job better, and it will basically take significant time, which you are doing in mundane task, to a high value task. So that's the way we are looking at from overall AI, acceleration standpoint.
Yeah. So technology adoption is not, very affordable to all kind of enterprises, especially in terms of SMEs. So you think the technologies like we are coming up with now, we talk about quantum computing, we talk about, and there is already a lot of legacy infrastructure that organizations have. So how, the organizations can actually meet this challenge of having new technologies incorporated along with the legacy infrastructure that they have?
Great question. I think this is where we look at a roadmap-based approach, right? I think one one size fits all is not going to help our clients in their technology transformation journey. So what we do is we look at one, what is the right use case for Gen AI or any other technology, and what is the return on investment on this technology? I think that is the key aspect for any technology leaders who is watching this to consider, right? So it's not going to be rip and replace. So what we are looking at is, one, how do we get started with infusing AI into existing systems, right? Today, maybe you are having a system which, let's say, a end-to-end business process automation system. Today, it takes probably 10 days to finish an end-to-end business process where there are activities which goes across multiple systems, and it eventually takes, let's say, 10 days to finish something. Now we can look at that process and see how we can improve the process by infusing AI. So some of the things maybe require a automation to be included as part of it. Could be an RPA, it could be an AI infused automation, or it could be an IT automation, right? I think identifying the gaps in the process and then slowly infusing AI in different parts of the business process is key for embracing AI. So that's why it's everyone. When you said many people cannot afford AI, I think it's important to recognize that when you embark on AI journey, I think the first thing is you need to know, is this the use case which is going to give me a return on investment? If you are convinced that this is the use case which is going to give me a return on investment, then you need to look at a total cost of ownership for, let's say, 3 years or 5 years, and prepare your business case accordingly, and then plan out the whole 3 to 5 years journey for embracing AI. So that's the roadmap based approach we are taking. And I think that is a realistic and pragmatic approach most of the clients are looking at. Everybody wants to jump into this bandwagon of AI, but I think there are no shortcuts. I think you need to have an end-to-end view of what do you want to achieve, what are those use cases which are going to give you an immediate value, then medium-term value, and then the long-term value. I think putting all these as part of your transformation roadmap is an important element of AI journey for any enterprise clients.
And just to add to it, I think organizations, businesses also require some kind of strategic assessments, which can be done as a part of a consultation to them by the technology solutions providers, so that they can actually do some kind of assessment where they exactly are and what is the way forward.
Absolutely. I think first thing is always about plan, then execute and deliver outcome. So I kind of categorize into 3 buckets. I think planning is it may take longer, but I think it's important to plan, do a assessment, see where is the gap, and then execute it and deliver outcomes for you and your clients.
Yeah, sure. So we talked about the ethical and unethical uses of AI, and I think there are a lot of cybersecurity challenges also that AI brings when we talk about the internet. It's not AI; it's also about IoT, the connected devices that we have today. So, and the recently, I don't know, we should actually put it in the cybersecurity bucket, or maybe some other, I'm talking about, the significant, the security, global IT outage recently, which was involving CrowdStrike, and it impacted Microsoft. So could you just shed some light on such incidents and how organizations can better prepare for and mitigate these risks?
Let me talk about the resiliency in general. I think that's an important factor for any enterprise clients, right? How do we build highly resilient infrastructure or highly resilient applications to support critical businesses or highly regulated industries, right? So I think first thing is business continuity plan. I think BCP plays, I think, an important role. I think many clients have BCP, but I think it's important how often you execute those on a regular basis to test out that when something really goes wrong, are you prepared to face those challenges. I think BCP is number one from my perspective. It is across the technology, across the board. I think business continuity plan is key. Number two is building resiliency through hybrid multi-cloud environment. I think having that resiliency not only on your data center, but also having that approach of deploying application in multi-cloud. So it is very unlikely that all the infrastructure goes down at the same time. So that's where IBM's hybrid cloud approach is what we are talking to our clients, that when you have a platform like OpenShift, which you can deploy application in a portable manner across your on-premise, your private cloud, or any hyperscaler, then you can build the resiliency in such a manner that even if one of the system fails, you are still resilient from availability standpoint, as well as serving your customers much better. And the last one I would like to highlight is having that fit for purpose infrastructure is critical. I think certain workloads like highly regulated critical infrastructure that require a purpose-built infrastructure. And in IBM, we have launched this Linux One platform, which is actually a Linux running on our mainframe, or Linux running on our highly resilient platform, which helps our clients to deliver highly reliable infrastructure which will be up and running, and it has built-in highly resilient components that helps clients to address some of these challenges. So I would kind of put it into three buckets. Yeah.
Sure. So with your extensive experience, according to you, what are the key challenges that organizations face during their digital transformation journeys, and how can they overcome them?
So if you look at the digital transformation journey, I think during COVID and after COVID, it has accelerated significantly because of I would say the need as opposed to just driving this transformation by the organization themselves. I think this has given us huge outcomes, and people believe that digital transformation is really going to help them not only to provide better customer experience to their clients, but also in terms of revenue and new business models and all of those. So I think the challenge, if you ask me broadly, I will categorize into probably 5 or 6. So one is right now the lack of talent and skills. Okay, I think every digital transformation journey where clients embarks on, I think this requires new set of skills and talent. So lack of talent is number one. And second one is having the right ecosystem partnership. Okay, I think lack of ecosystem partnership, because sometimes you may not be able to do everything. Then you need to partner with somebody who can bring that differentiated value to your company, right? And third is making the right decision. Okay, I would call it as delay in decision making. Sometimes you need to make the decision which will help the business, because time is sometimes is the essence, right? I think it's important that you make the right decision at the right time. So lack of decision making sometimes might have a significant impact on your digital transformation journey. The next one I would look at is having that vision and culture. Maybe this should come in the first. I think when you have the clear vision and what is the culture you want to build within the organization, and then I think the employees of the organization will believe that this is the vision, all of them need to contribute, and they can really help organization transform. I think having that vision is clear. And then I think, as I mentioned, right, there is no shortcuts on tech. I think having the right platform and right technology transformation journey is key, right? Maybe you want to start something small and then scale, but having that thought process upfront is an important element of digital transformation. So lack of or taking shortcut is one of the challenges we see. But then when they scale, they struggle because then they need to look at the platform and technology from scratch again. And last one is innovation, lack of innovation. I think digital transformation is not a one-time activity, right? It needs to be, business need to transform based on the technology, based on, one of the example I always give is telco, right? If you look at telco is completely transformed based on the technology. We lived in the age of 2G, 3G, 4G, 5G, and now again 6G probably, right? So I think it's important that you have that innovation happening continuously in your organization. Lack of innovation is one of the big challenges we see. And I think I talked about how do we address as well as part of this answer. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So you have been involved in numerous large-scale and complex transformation projects. Can you share a particularly challenging project and how you successfully navigated it?
This would be an interesting one, and it is very close to my heart as well. May not be a transformational project from customer standpoint, but in 2004, when tsunami hit parts of India, parts of Indonesia and Thailand, there was a need to build an disaster management system, right? And in IBM, I got a call saying that, hey, we have this CSR initiative, which is corporate social responsibility, where people are going on the field to help these people who are impacted by this. But as a technologist, what we could do, and as a developer, of course, I was young, energetic, and I really wanted to contribute quickly. And we built a disaster management system in 3 days, right?
Wow.
It's not a full-blown system, but it was able to do the job of identifying the victim tracking, identifying the tracking of the people, and also supplying food, supplying basic necessities. All of those we could actually track it, right? So for me, this stayed with me for a long. It may not have a direct business impact, but I think it has a social impact, and it has impact on me personally, that I could be of help to the community, being in technical community as well. So I think this is my project, which I think I'm going to remember forever. And I think it has a significant impact on people within IBM. It's not only me. We, like, set of people, we came together. We thought, this is a good cause and we should do. And I think building something in 3 days is really, we couldn't believe, but I think we delivered it. And it was one of my, I would say, moment where I thought that being in technical, you can also be, equally contribute to the world and contribute to the cause.
Yeah, wow. So that's really inspiring. And okay, so how's the integration of artificial intelligence and machine learning transforming enterprise IT and business operations?
So I think briefly we talked about the 3 use cases earlier on.
Yeah.
Let me give a few examples within IBM how we are using AI, because we call ourselves Client Zero. I think it's important to embrace AI within our organization while we are also helping our clients transform their business. So one use case is, I tie back to my 3 use cases which we are using. So one is about helping our HR professionals as well as employees improve the productivity. So we have built a system called Ask HR, where employees and managers can go to this conversational AI application. It is available in web, it is available in Slack channel, where you could actually ask anything about HR, and not only asking questions, but you can also do some business processes. For example, if I need to apply for a leave, I need to generate a employment letter. Today, earlier we had to go to multiple systems and go and click on each of those. But today we have this conversational AI interface called Ask HR, where employee can go and do most of the things without even reaching out to the manager. So it helps the employee, it helps the manager because it's a self-service based. But if you look at manager perspective, that's a persona change for a while. So I need to do as a manager multiple tasks. I need to do performance management. I need to look at compensation. I need to probably transfer people from one organization to another organization when they want to build on their career path. All of these, instead of logging into multiple systems, which we know there are many HR systems in every organization and different system for performance management, but this brings all of this together and automate it in a simplified and consistent manner where the consumers like employees and managers can really focus on the high value tasks. In our case, we are in field sales, we can meet clients, we can meet partners, we can try to sell the value proposition of IBM solution and solving customer problems than doing this mundane task. So that's one use case which ties back to my the original use case I talked about. Second, internally we are using Watson Code Assistant to improve the productivity of our development teams, right? So from product development, we are internally using our code assistant to improve the productivity of the developers by leveraging AI to deliver our product releases much faster. Similarly, on the consulting side, we have Consulting Advantage, which is a AI platform which our consulting team has built, where they work with different clients across the globe, and they need that consistent way of delivering AI projects. So in the past, every client had a set of requirements, but eventually, if you look at it, there are a few things in common, like security, governance, and identifying what is the right model for right use case. So what IBM Consulting has done is they have created a workbench called IBM Consulting Advantage, which will be used by 160,000 employees in IBM Consulting to deliver AI project in a consistent, secure, and faster, right, to our clients. So this is, and then the last one is about using the customer service use case, right? I mean, for example, as a sales organization employee, I will be able to get the details about what is the value proposition of certain product, what product can be combined with another product, which is kind of a sales advisor, which will help the sales professional and their customer experience to do their job faster, right? So we will focus on four things in AI. So one is having open platform is critical. So in IBM, we believe in open technology. So in fact, we have open sourced our Granite model recently because as part of the open community and open innovation, we want the entire community to come together and help improve the AI acceleration, right? Then second is having targeted use cases, which I talked about. Those are the three targeted use cases. So the third element is about trust. I think having trust in the decision made by the AI systems are important. So we are including AI governance as part of the overall use cases. So that's why we are able to move these use cases to production, right? And the last one is empowering the users to deliver some concrete use cases and be a value creator versus AI user, right? I think AI value creator is what we are looking at our customers to build some application on top of it. So these are some of the use cases we are using internally, and we have seen significant value in terms of productivity, in terms of savings in some cases. So I think these are the cases we are taking to our clients because we have seen the benefits of leveraging Gen AI and our Watson X platform, and we want to deliver similar transformational outcomes for our clients and partners as well.
Yeah, sure. So last but not the least, what advice would you give to emerging technology leaders looking to make a significant impact in their organization?
I would say maybe I will go back to my earlier answer because I think that's the success for every technology transformation for every leader. I think having the right plan, execution, and deliver business outcome. Three things. So first, planning. I think as soon as any emerging technology comes, I think it's important to evaluate, assess what is the business value for your industry, your company. Once you know that, yes, this is going to make a significant impact on your business, and then you can start focusing on the execution. And execution, I will split into two. One is start small, which means look at the use cases which will give you more value in a short term. And then we call prioritization matrix, right? So short term, mid term, and long term, and pick the right use cases, show the value to your business and ROI, then so that you will be able to continuously invest in the medium term and long term. From IBM standpoint, the approach we are taking for this execute is we take a co-creation approach for any technology. So which means we have a brainstorming and discovery workshop with the client to identify the right use case. So we have a team called client engineering team. They focus on delivering outcomes, okay? And they will look at the use cases and they provide an end-to-end outcome for all. So start small and midterm and then the long term. And the last one is deliver business outcomes. I think this is where many AI projects have not launched or not accelerated because they were not able to demonstrate the real ROI. So I think delivering outcomes is one of the key aspect and success criteria for any emerging technology. So having that ROI and TCO upfront and do it in a long-term basis, because everybody wants to start fast because they think that their competitors are doing something and they need to do something. But I think it's important to look at that this is the use case, I see the value, and I want to deliver outcome over the next 18 months or 24 months or 36 months. And I think having that vision from delivering outcomes is key. Look at from that perspective. So those are the three, plan, execute, and deliver outcomes is what I will share with all our leaders watching this episode.
Yeah, sure. Thank you so much for your insights, Puru. We discussed the role of data, AI, network clouds, and the quantum computing, and the strategies that you highlighted, businesses should adopt to maximize their benefits was great. Thank you so much. We appreciate you taking time to join us today.
Thank you very much, Kalpana. Thanks for having me, and it's my pleasure to be part of this conversation. Thank you.
Yeah. And thank you to our audience for tuning in to Talks with Kalpana. Stay tuned for more conversations with industry leaders. Until next time, stay inspired and keep innovating.
For more updates from CXOTV, please like and subscribe to our channel.